Back already. People. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? This is June Heat, back with Heat TV, as promised. Now, as I told you in the comeback show earlier, this is going to be a different Heat TV. So if the topic that I speak on doesn't tickle your fancy, trust me, there will be one down the line. But this particular episode of Heat TV is the Royal Rumble special. 2021 Royal Rumble coming up. For all my wrestling fans out there that's still paying attention, still watching, even though at times the product sucks. This is be real. Now, this is a WWE centered topic, but I will have some AEW references in here or there. No need to mention TNA because I don't watch TNA or know anybody in their company right now. So, let me get to it. Royal Rumble 2021 coming up. The ratings for Raw has been really, really bad. The shows have been really, really bad. They're booked horribly. So I want to say that somebody from Raw is going to win just so it can be some kind of ratings boost. But the momentum's all on the SmackDown side because SmackDown is hands down the best show right now for WWE. So in this preview, we're going to get to some surprise entrants that I want to see enter. We're going to get to who probably will actually be entering both Royal Rumbles, men and women. And who I think should win. My top 3 picks to win the Royal Rumble on both sides, men and women. So let me get right to it. Let me light my cigarette back up. Hold on. Oh, yeah. A little chilly out here, but I'm cool. I'm bundled up. I'm cool. But, yeah. Royal Rumble. Let's get to the surprise entrance that I would want to see. Of course, the number one on everybody's mind probably is CM Punk. But, it could happen. Might could happen. Maybe. CM Punk. Is it? Are you coming back or not? Like, you've been teasing it. You got your ass whooped in UFC. So this might be the time, man. You were great. But yeah, CM Punk. I would like to see him. I've been hearing rumblings of John Moxley, aka Dean Ambrose, being free, so he can probably maybe make a surprise entrance, and that will knock everybody's heads off, including mine, because I'm a huge Shield fan. All 3 members, to me, are gold. They revitalized, I should say, the whole wrestling industry. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, John Moxley. They made this industry back into what it should be. So anything with the Shield can do no wrong in my eyes. Let's see. Now, if Dean Ambrose is to come back, interesting. But I'll get back to Dean later. Let's see. Surprise entrance. People are throwing the Rock out there. Don't think Rock's gonna wrestle. Wrestle when there's no crowd out there. Like, that factor kind of kills a lot of things. So I don't think The Rock would come back unless it was a very, 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 very hefty payday. Let's see. Carlito, who was supposed to be on the Raw Legends night that they had, which sucked. He might make his return in the Rumble. They're saying Seth Rollins is cleared, so he probably be in the Rumble. So those are the few of the surprise entrants that's probably that would surprise me to be in it. Now let's get to the actual entrance. This is a tough topic to discuss because in my eyes, as a wrestling fan and a long time wrestling fan that understands booking, understands the ins and outs and the tiny little crevices of wrestling, placement in the Royal Rumble is big. So, with that being said, the number one entrant in the Royal Rumble, without a doubt, should be the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. He should either be number one or number 30 because of just because of his entrance. Like, he either have to be the first one there so he can make a long drawn out entrance, or he needs to be the last one there so that everybody in the ring will stop in their tracks and be like in awe of him coming down the aisle and, in the Royal Rumble. So he should be either number one or number 30. Like, anything other than that is a waste, really a waste. Let's see. Actually, I could see Bray winning the Royal Rumble, but they kind of made him lose a little steam. Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, well, Bray Wyatt, period, in any inclination, and Roman Reigns are my two favorite wrestlers right now in the WWE, bar none. They have been since they came. Bray Wyatt, Roman Reigns. They are the top two guys that the WWE needs to be pushing, which they're pushing Roman pretty strong right now, and I'm very, very, very happy about that because he finally is a heel. He finally get to spread his wings and be his true self. So yeah. The obvious people who won't be in the Royal Rumble is, of course, Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, because they're champions. So they won't be in the Royal Rumble. So who do you expect to be in the Royal Rumble? You can pretty much guarantee Keith Lee is going to be in the Royal Rumble. Big E is going to be in the Royal Rumble. Some filler names, the Apollo Crews. I'm hearing it's going to be a couple of NXT call-ups. So I expect Tommaso Ciampa and Damian Priest to be in the Royal Rumble. Let's see. And I'm gonna get to the women. I'm gonna get to the women. Don't think I forgot about the women. But yeah, it should be a good Rumble. It should be a good Rumble. You're gonna have the AJ Styles. I'm sure Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, Seth Rollins, as I said earlier, probably be in there. Probably the Retribution. Those sorry sons of bitches. But yeah. They'll probably be in all five members. Probably be in Royal Rumble. The Hurt Business will be in the Royal Rumble. With Bobby Lashley probably being a strong favorite to win. Which he, maybe if anybody from Raw should win, it should be Bobby Lashley. Or Keith Lee. But we'll get to that later, the potential winners. Let's see. All the tag team champs always come in, so you can speak the New Day, the Usos, the Street Profits, the Ziggler and Rude, the Dirty Dogs. You can expect tag teams to be in there. So pretty much the 30 is probably tight, with an exception about 5 spots, which they always use at least 5 spots to be like surprise entrants. So we'll have to see what the surprise entrant's gonna be. My favorites to win the 2021 Royal Rumble. If I had a choice, because it's like I see a lot of people saying Big E, and Big E is a good pick, and I probably will go if I had a top three. Big E is in the top three because he's getting a strong push now. He's getting a real strong push. There's a lot of people wanting Daniel Bryan to win, and that's what I don't want to happen. Because I don't want another fucking yes movement. I don't want another yes-mania. So, give somebody new a chance, please. People are saying Keith Lee. My problem with Keith Lee is that he hasn't held a main roster title. I'm not too keen of people coming on the main roster without having having won at least a tag title or a U.S. title, intercontinental title. Like, you have to me, you have to win a small title first, not a small title, a mid-card show title before you win the world title. You can't just jump in from developmental and just be a world champ. Like, you have to, in order for your story to be kind of comparable, you have to actually come in and earn your spot. Now, people might be like, oh, well, they tried to do that with Roman Reigns. Remember, Roman Reigns was a tag champ, a two-time tag champ at that. So, he won a mid-card title. All the members of the Shield won mid-card titles before they came in to the main picture, main title picture. So, I'm not too keen on Keith Lee winning. But if he win, I wouldn't be mad at all. I wouldn't be mad at all. But potential winners, I see if Seth Rollins is in there, he's definitely a favorite to win, as I said. So my top three would be Seth Rollins, Bobby Lashley, and Big E to win it. Because, as I said, that they have all the qualifications. They've been. Bobby Lashley is the current U.S. champ. He's in a strong stable that's looking real strong right now. So, for them to go to the next level of strong, he would have to assume the top spot. MVP would have to come get the U.S. title, and Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander should keep the tag titles. But and that will establish the Hurt Business as a top faction. Right now, they up there. They up there. But Seth Rollins, former champ, he would be a good opponent for Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, because of course they both in the Shield, already built in storyline. They can go so many ways with their storyline. Seth can turn face. They both can be heel. Either way, the match is going to be excellent because they always have excellent matches. So, and Big E, current Intercontinental Champion, finally got a singles run after 5 years with the New Day. Finally on his own now. Get to spread his wings again. And he's already Intercontinental Champion. So, having great matches, showing a different side to him. So, yes, he's a good candidate to win. Some runner-ups. Now that's where it gets tough. Because there's so many people that I could see winning, but WWE won't see him winning. Like a Cesaro, that people been waiting years and years and years for him to have a breakout. That would be a great time to do it. I'm not too keen on Braun Strowman anymore because they just busted his credibility all up. Jey Uso had a great year, so he wouldn't be a bad pick. Let me see. Let's see. I would say, really, the main ones I named are the ones that should win and could win. So, let's get to the women's side. The women's side of things. WWE has some great women wrestlers right now. The ones that won't be in the match of course, is Asuka, which is she is so great on so many levels, and Sasha Banks, who's great on so many levels. So those two won't be in the match. So that pretty much leaves Charlotte, Nia Jax, Bayley, Billie Kay, Peyton Royce, Carmella. The list goes on and on and on. The Riot Squad, Mandy Rose. It's gonna be a good field. Maybe Naomi will come back. You can probably expect Rhea Ripley in there. You can probably expect I was trying to say my pick for last, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. My pick to win is Bianca Belair. She is the hottest female on TV right now. She's proved time and time again that she is worthy of having a top spot in the women's division. So Bianca Belair is my pick to win. There's really no need to do a top three because there's nobody else I would want to win except for Bianca Belair. Rhea Ripley maybe, you know what I'm saying? They saying Melina coming back, bringing the splits, Eve Torres, don't need to say anymore. Eva Marie, botch. Shayna Baszler. Might can win it, maybe can win it. Never know. It just depends on what WWE is feeling that day. Let's see. That might be, you know, they're gonna fill the roster in. They're gonna bring Molly Holly and the Trish Stratus and Lita. They're gonna fill the 30 women up, but we all know who's the favorites to win. Like I said, Bianca Belair should be the winner. Should be the winner of the 2021 Women's Royal Rumble. And Big E probably would be my top pick to win the Men's Royal Rumble. Top pick. Well, no, the tie between him and Bobby. Well, the three men I named, Seth Rollins, Bobby Lashley, and Big E, all equally deserve and should win the Royal Rumble. Even though Seth done won before. I know people might go, he done won already. One person I did forget. Brock Lesnar. Now I know some folks might be tired of Brock, but you can't deny Brock Lesnar and what he does for the wrestling industry. Coming in as that just big monster heel. Now they have Roman Reigns as a strong heel figure now, so they don't too much need Brock to disturb that, but it just depends on what they decide to do with Brock. So that's that. But let's talk about the rest of the card. Drew McIntyre versus Goldberg. I'm gonna say that again. Drew McIntyre. Oh, my earpiece fell out. Drew McIntyre versus Goldberg. I don't know what they was thinking, but I'm hoping McIntyre squashes him. Me personally, I hope he squashes him in about 5 minutes. Not even that, 2-3 minutes. Just squash him, get him on up out of there. He's old news. I don't know why they keep trying to put the belt on this guy, but in your main belt at that. In your main belts. The Universal title or the World title should not be in Goldberg's hands. He's too old. He's not there enough. So that match is a disaster waiting to happen. On the SmackDown side of things, since Friday Night SmackDown, the commissioner, Adam Pearce, won the match, which is interesting. It keeps us interested until the Royal Rumble. They're building the story as they do on SmackDown. Excuse me, no noise in the background. I'm outside. But yeah. as they tend to do, they are building a story on SmackDown. So Adam Pearce, who used to be a wrestler, I went and looked him up and looked at some of his matches. Was a pretty good move. Had some pretty good moves. You know, he was a good worker. He was a great worker actually. But from what I hear, he couldn't cut it enough to get in WWE until now. Now he's just a commissioner. So you have that lane of the storyline where he could come out of his shell and be like, I'm who I used to be, and actually give Roman a good match, and Roman create him as a new star in there. You never know. But what I think might happen is KO is gonna come back and convince Adam Pearce to let me have that spot, and we're gonna have Roman versus KO again for the third time, which I don't have any problem with because they work great together. They're gonna have that match part 3. I'm hoping last man standing. Hoping it got to be some kind of stipulation because they had the TLC match and they had a regular match, so they need a good stipulation, a go home stipulation, like maybe. I don't know, man. It's last man standing is what I can see them having. So that would be a great match. That would probably steal the card, but we'll see. We still have 2, maybe 3 weeks till Royal Rumble, so you can pretty much decipher. But you can pretty much decipher who's gonna win, and you know what the rest of the card gonna be. It's gonna be tag title matches. Hurt Business might defend against New Day. Tag team division on Raw is really bad right now. Probably had the Street Profits versus the Dirty Dogs, which was a great match. That new finisher that Dolphin Rule got is pretty damn nice, pretty sick. But yeah. In a nutshell, that's gonna be the Royal Rumble. Not sure what the women match is gonna be because they really don't have no direction for the world titles as far as the women or the tag titles. So we'll just have to see. Maybe an Intercontinental title match, maybe a U.S. title match, who knows, but the rest of the card hasn't been announced. But as far as the actual main matches, the 2 Royal Rumble matches and the 2 world title matches, yeah. So, this has been Heat TV with the 2021 Royal Rumble preview. Now, I'm probably going to do another show maybe the day before Royal Rumble, or maybe a few hours before the Royal Rumble, before I start watching it, to kind of, you know, give another, once I hear about all the matches that's going to be on the card and whatnot, hear about most of the entrants, now I can give you a better synopsis. This was just basically my thoughts, but I'm definitely going to come back with another episode regarding the 2021 Royal Rumble when we have more details. Maybe that last week on the go home shows on Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. I'll do another review and we'll come back and revisit the Royal Rumble. Well, for now, this has been June Heat TV 2021 Royal Rumble preview for all my wrestling fans out there.